Hello everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? Alright, cool. Alright. So, we at SparkCharge believe that an electric vehicle owner should be able to charge their car anytime and anywhere they want. So, we're on a mission to transform the electric vehicle industry, and our vision is to make electric vehicle travel globally reliable. So the team is comprised of myself, JD Safe, our electrical engineer, Ryan Morris, our mechanical engineer. So when we talk to electric vehicle owners, and right now we've surveyed close to around 250 of them, we find that there's a couple of issues that arise when owning an electric vehicle. The main problem is an issue called range anxiety. So for those who don't know, range anxiety is the issue of not being able to get from point A to point B and then back to point A in your electric car. And also the inconvenience of actually finding a charging station that's working. So there are 6 key factors that electric vehicle owners point out when they're talking to us about range anxiety. Number 1, when they go to a station, it's broken or vandalized. Number 2, electric vehicle range gets cut in half in cold weather, especially with Nissan Leaf owners. When you talk to them, on average, on a good day, a flat road, 70 miles per hour, they get around 100 miles of range. 60-degree weather, on that same road, you're getting around 60 miles of range on a full charge. So their range gets cut drastically. Number 3, charging stations are inaccessible due to obstructions like non-charging parked cars or debris. That's a huge issue in Syracuse. And number 4, towing can be highly inconvenient and costly. If you're in an electric vehicle and you run out of charge on the side of the road, you can't get towed to the nearest gas station, you can't get towed to the nearest parking lot, you have to get towed to the nearest charging station. And for a lot of electric vehicle owners, that charging station is back home. So that tow truck is going to be very expensive. Number 5, the varying cost to charge the car. And number 6, 90% of all electric vehicle owners feel the need to own 2 cars. One for inner city travel, one for short distances, and then another one for long distances. That is a highly costly and inconvenient fix to the problem. So, we developed this, a portable charger that goes in the trunk of your car. This was our proof of concept. We tested it with a handful of EV owners to get feedback on whether or not they would like a product like this. The product had 3 miles of charge, weighed 20 pounds, was rechargeable via a standard wall outlet, the same outlet you charge your phone in, and it goes in the back of your trunk. So what we found out from them is that EV owners are picky, very picky. We talked to a Tesla owner and he was like, well, why is it gray? I paid $120,000 for this car and I wanted to match the paint job. Yeah, we love Tesla owners. Probably a couple here. So, we learned a lot, we learned a lot from talking with them. And what we created after talking to these electric vehicle owners is this, the solution. We call it the F1. F for freedom, 1 because it's our first unit. It's a portable charging unit that weighs only 35 pounds, works on all level 3 cable electric vehicles. It's modular, and this is a very good point. When we talked to electric vehicle owners, they said, I don't want to have 4 or 5 of these in the trunk of my car and have 4 or 5 rubber cords just dangling around in there. So we made it modular. When one pack depletes, you swap in another pack simultaneously. You don't want to have to unplug it, keep plugging in new cords. Swap out as many battery packs as you see fit, and this also allows electric vehicle owners to choose how much range they want to take with them on any given trip. Maybe they want 20 miles, maybe they want 40, maybe they want 60. One cord, as many packs as possible. 15 miles of range, 15, 20 miles of range. We're also going to be offering larger units in the next coming years, and of course, level 3 fast charging. And when I say level 3 fast charging, our unit gives the electric vehicle 1 mile every 60 seconds. So essentially a mile a minute. That's how fast we charge your car. So I'll now pass it to JD to go over some of the battery specs.
This is just a brief table showing some of the safety tests that we did. So to summarize this table, you can see that column saying OK. We have that column of all OKs. So basically our product passed all safety tests. We did electrical abuse test where we overcharged it, we short-circuited it. We did a mechanical abuse test. We impacted the battery, we crushed the battery, and a thermal abuse test. So basically, it passes all the tests, so safety should not be a main concern. Yeah, this is another short graph showing how our battery capacity changes as we keep using it. So if you can see, after 250 cycles, you see a decrease in energy of about 0.6 watt hours, so which is a very small decrease, since our battery can give us about 15 to 20 miles of charge on full charge. After 250 cycles, we might get maybe a 1 mile decrease from it. So basically, cycle number doesn't affect our capacity much. So over.
All right, so we've come a long way with this product. Some of the milestones that we've reached today, we finished product design. We currently have a working product design. We sourced all our parts. We completed a patent search at the New York Technology and Law Center. We signed a manufacturing agreement, and we're currently working with 3 auto manufacturers, which we're close to doing 4, but I'll just name the first 3, which are Jaguar, Land Rover, and Chevy, or GM. And then, of course, we currently have 250 beta testers. Once we won the New York State Business Plan competition, we got a lot of press, and our beta tester list has kind of gone out of control. When we sent in this pitch deck, we said 250, but we're currently at over 300. We currently have a customer pool that sits at around 22,000. So, meet the customer. When we survey these electric vehicle owners, we ask them a couple of questions. We want to know, hey, what car are you driving? Most of them are either driving a Tesla or a Nissan Leaf. We ask them, what's your daily commute? 20 to 50 miles. When would you use our product? Usually in the winter or for long trips. And what's the amount of range that you would need from our product? How much portable range would you like to take with you? Most of them say 10 to 15 miles. And when asked how many they would purchase, most EV owners say they would purchase 2 packs, giving them a range of around 40 miles. So the EV owner demographics have shown that EV owners, 90% of them are male, but female customers are growing. They either already have an EV and have a desire to travel. They're younger than previously thought, age 24 to 40. Their income is usually over $100,000. Most electric vehicle owners, as we said earlier, own 2 cars, and they live in large cities. We plan on selling the F1 for around $2,000 in the beginning, and each additional pack will cost around $1,500. We plan to have our profit margin go up as the battery technology becomes cheaper and as we start making these unities in bulk. So, there's a lot of competitive advantages to having a portable charging unit in your car. Number 1 is it's more effective. You can charge your car anytime and anywhere you want. Number 2, it can be sold along with the car. When we talk to car sales and when we talk to GM, they always tell us, hey, when people come in to buy this car, they always ask, number 1, what do I do when it runs out? And we tell them, make sure it doesn't run out, or if it does run out, call a tow truck. You gotta call a specific tow truck, you gotta call flatbed, because you own an electric car. Can't get dragged, all right? So, when we say, hey, why can't you sell this to the electric vehicle owner, it solves a lot of their selling problems. The unit would be sold onto the price of the car, or if you got a lease, which would be added onto the lease, and this makes the selling cycle easier for the salesman. Number 3, we lower the barrier to entry for restaurants, hotels, and gas stations. So when you're a restaurant, hotel, or gas station, and you want to service electric vehicles, essentially what happens is that you have to deface your property, you have to run conduit, hire a contractor. Our unit works right out of the box. And then the most exciting part about having a portable charging unit is the fact that we can now service companies like Uber, Lyft, and AAA. Working with Uber, working with Lyft, and working with AAA essentially changes the game for EVs. Now, you can have a charge brought to you just like you would a pizza. You can be parked at your office, you can be parked at a restaurant, and order a charge to be brought to your car. We essentially change the whole landscape of charging your car and make it more mobile and make it more free. And we also add another revenue stream to car ride sharing services like Uber and Lyft. Market. Boom. So we're going to release on our website, spcev.com. We currently have 3 car manufacturers that we're working with, as long as Uber, Lyft, Juno, AAA. We plan to have around 8,000 customers in the first year. We currently are finishing our patenting work with Hesslen, Rockford, Farley, and Mercedes, working with Victor. Sustainability is at the heart of everything we do. Pre-orders start in around 90 days. Get your wallets ready. And yeah. All right, so we're currently looking for an embedded systems engineer, and we currently are looking for another manufacturer to handle some of the machine parts. A lot of the parts that go into this unit are custom. Some of them are so custom that we can't even 3D print them. You actually have to machine them. So we're currently looking for manufacturers, and we're currently looking for another embedded systems engineer. Questions and answers?
Hi,
Not really. So, not too much detail about the patent because we're going through it. But there are roughly around, working with Haslin, Rothberg, Farley, and Masidi, I believe our patent count right now is around 6. So we can't list, we won't say what they are, but they're around 6.
We will eventually.